covers. Now, if you've got dog food, if you've got a half-consumed can of something you want to be able to cover, you could cover it with tin foil or plastic wrap. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Or you could use a SIFTR. Now, you've got an open container of yogurt. You've lost the lid. Maybe it got thrown out. Maybe it cracked. Who knows? You got half a lemon, onion that is stinky. Tastes good, but it's stinky. And you've got dog food that you only serve a little bit out of for each meal for your furry little ones, or it could be cat food. All of this works out really well, and these all go in the top rack of the dishwasher. You get 4 of them. This is Chef Rick Roman.
Hello.
Nice to have you back, sir. And for $14.98, you're getting 4 of these.
That's right.
And they're of graduating sizes, so they nest, yes?
They do. And you know what? It's silicone. One of my favorite materials in the kitchen because it's reusable, it's flexible, it doesn't break, rust, it's odor resistant and stain resistant. And instead of, like you said, wrapping a piece of foil or plastic over this can, guess what? There's 3 servings in this can. Well, instead of putting this in another container to dirty and store it in the can you bought it in because you can use SIFTR. And what I love about the silicone, it's soft, so you don't have to have hand strength. It glides right over the top. It's then going to allow it to stay sealed and fresh in the refrigerator and not allow all that odor to go in the refrigerator.
2 things.
Yep.
Number 1, Mr. Producer, can you put up an internal clock for me?
Yep.
Number 2, let's talk about the 4 sizes because they all nest,
right.
yes?
So the small size, and this is something I think people love because there's so many different things. Like say you're buying tomato paste for a recipe. Well, guess what? You usually use a tablespoon of tomato paste in that, maybe that braise you're doing. Well, guess what? This will fit over the small cans, keeps the air out so that it stays fresh, but also doesn't allow the odors to go in the refrigerator.
There's 2 reasons why you cook with tomato paste. 1, to thicken what you're making,
right.
and 2, to get rid of the tinny taste. So you put it out of the can with a spoon into your braise and you stir it up and you cook it.
Absolutely, and this is another thing I love. So how many of those cans that you buy, maybe it's baking powder, the can, like you said, those lids crack or you lose them? Well, guess what? Now I can take that next size, which is this was the extra small, this is the small size, so I can seal up my baking powder. Same thing, same concept. If you have a jar of something, I can't tell you how many times I've thrown out the lid to a jar. I'm like, what am I going to do?
Or it gets thrown out with, with the trash.
What am I going to do? Wrap foil, do things like this. This doesn't keep a fresh, a good seal. Well, guess what? Now I can just take even a jar that has those threads. Now this covers it up, and when I go to get in and out of it, it comes off easy, but it gives you that nice snug seal. And then something even as large as this big can, again, large can, what would you do? You would open this, eat some of this, and then you'd put it in another container, David. Well, now I can simply push this right over the top. It's going to keep it sealed, keep it fresh, keep the odor in and out of the refrigerator. It's just a smart solution. You're not wasting plastic and foil. Super easy to use.
I'm still smelling sausage. It smells great. It might be in this oven. I don't know. And let's talk to you about colors. You're ordering color groupings, right? They all do the same job. You order a color because it makes you smile or matches your kitchen, right? So we have this in green. We have it in blue. Here's purple. I've got it in red. And finally, I have it in orange. You're getting extra small, small, medium, and large. All 4. They stack like pyramids, or you can put them inside one another. Now, what about a glass of water?
Yeah, so I'm just showing this. We're not saying this is a watertight, but it just to show you, silicone is so grippy. So if you put it on the outside, I'm just showing you this in this glass because it's going to seal and help keep the food fresh, and then you're not wasting all that one-use plastic.
Did you say grippy?
It's grippy. Silicone is grippy.
It's grippy.
But which, by the way, speaking of grippy, if you wanted to, you could use one just like this. We'll take this one right here. You could put this over a jar like this, and now I can use it.
Use it as a jar opener.
A jar opener, okay? Here's the other thing I love about it. If you open 2 cans in the refrigerator and you wanted to put these and stack them, because it creates a flat surface, I can stack now my cans in the refrigerator or on the shelf there, so you have that space-saving aspect. And then here's the other thing I love. You saw it in the video. How many times do we cut a half a lemon to squeeze some juice? Well, you'd have to wrap that in plastic or put it in a little plastic bag. Well, all you do is squeeze this right in there, and now it keeps the citrus from drying out and keeps it fresh. Here's another example. I use half a cucumber. Imagine all the plastic wrap you waste. You can simply take your smaller one, and it fits
and keep it from drying out in the fridge.
Keep it from drying out. And you're not wasting the plastic and the foil. To me, it's just like one of those little things you're like, hey, this is a smart idea.
And what do cut vegetables do when you put them in the fridge? They leak water. because the water that's naturally occurring inside the vegetable will all leach out, and then you're left with a big mess.
Yeah, I mean, this is another thing. I open my can, I only need half a can, so what do? I dirty another container, get a lid, I have to store it. This, I'm storing in the can I bought it in, right? So I open this, I now seal it with my sifter, and then when I'm done, this goes in the recycling. I'm not dirtying something else. It makes your kitchen more efficient.
Yeah, and you might find the container, but good luck finding the lid that fits it.
Exactly.
Because that is a regular source of frustration in my house, and I say some Morty dirds in the pantry. So this is why I want you to take advantage of SIFTR now. 4 pieces, great price, one time only. What does that mean? Only available in this show.
Okay.
Now, I am also told that the link for the dinner time giveaway, the set of 5 mini jars from Germac, is available.
Okay.
So if you want to go onto the chat, search live stream on QVC.com, look for my picture, click on it, and then you'll enter your name, and then you'll see a link.
Oh.
Tap the link.
I love it.
And then enter your information. We will announce the winner by the end of the show.
Okay.
So it's going
Who's
to be
going to
great. Who is going to win?
By the way, dog food and pet food, that's what I use every day because I have 2 dogs. Keeps that smell out of my refrigerator.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have Cavapoos.
Cavapoos and their names?
Ruby and Penny.
Ruby and Penny. All right, how many of these gone, Mr. Brian? Over 1,300 are
Thank
gone.
you.
Good to have you back, sir.
Take care.
All right.